Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, family. Welcome. How's the hair? Guys, do you want to jump off your off blindfold mode? If you can, we'd love to see you. Hello, Alex. Hey, Zach.
Jim Jim.
You want to pin us? And Kara behind there. If you can't, that's all good. But thanks for being here. And anyone else that jumps on next. Yeah, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Hey, Kara. We appreciate you being here. We're very grateful. And this call, our intention here is pretty simple one. We just want to share with you, obviously, our love for Nepal, why it's special and why it's special the way we do it, and also to help you connect with why you're here in the essence of it. So we're going to have a chat about logistics and things later on in the call. But firstly, we thought it would be really fitting and beautiful to take you on a journey because we love journeys, we love meditation, and it's like a little holiday at home. Yeah, but firstly, I'd like to just get a feel for where you guys are literally at. Can you chuck in the chat box where you're currently located in time and space? That would be cool. And yeah, anything else to start off with?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Toowoomba,
Toowoomba.
freshwater.
You're in freshwater. Yeah, that's right. Back where it all began.
Indonesia, 3:30 p.m. And I'm pretty sure Leslie's supposed to be on here. She was going to get on in the middle of the night. So if
Yeah.
when you see this, we love you. Hello.
And Eduardo, I'm sure you'll we'll send this to you afterwards. So, hello, brother.
Cool.
Cool. So yeah, we're gonna go on a little journey. Demi and I will tag team through it. So, invitation now is to find a nice quiet place where you can be comfortable for 10 to 15 minutes and yeah, get cozy, somewhere you can be still and drop in.
If you have any earphones, that would also be great. Cool.
If there's anything wrong with the audio or annoying about it, please chuck in the chat box.
Is it too loud?
Or is one of us too loud or one of us too soft?
No, we're good.
No?
All right, cool. All right, so just finding that comfortable position that you can just be in for just a moment. And you're just going to shut down your eyes when you are ready and when you feel safe enough to do so. We're going to open up a little portal of Nepal. So you may begin to feel some energy in your body. You might feel your heart begin to expand. And yeah, just know it's all normal and things are happening behind the scenes. So just trusting in your process and your journey today. So as we now open space, I'm going to invite you to just take a big, deep breath in. Just feeling that space beneath you, feeling the support of the earth that you're sitting on, and noticing that every single item in this space has come from the Great Mother herself. As we activate the grids of Nepal, the divine home of Pokhara, and the majestic energy of the Himalayan mountains, opening up to receive all the wisdom, the stories, the moments held deep in the womb, in the trees, in the mountains, in the sunshine, in the people, in the culture, in the love, and in the devotion. I'm going to invite you to begin by taking a slow, deep breath in, breathing deeply into your heart space, and just feeling with your awareness alone that you have now arrived, ready to walk this journey, to experience the magical transmission of Nepal. I'm going to invite you to begin to see a lotus beginning to bloom from your base, your heart, and your crown. Aligning you presently in this moment to open your heart to receive. Beginning to imagine this lotus beginning to bloom beneath you as you see yourself sitting in the center of this leaf. arrived fully in the throne of your existence, a moment of full presence. As you exhale, let yourself soften, feeling as you drop slowly into the back of your body, ready to watch the movie of your life appearing in front of you. Knowing it's the time to simply walk the path. A moment that feels so true, a wondering of how you found yourself here in this moment, and a realization that all you have is now. Feel the air move through you, like the crisp mountain winds that whisper through the Himalayas. Let yourself arrive. Imagine that you are standing at the edge of a valley at dawn, the sky laced with the last threads of the night. You are here. Nepal is waking, and so are you. A bell rings in the distance. The slow, deliberate chimes of the monastery begins calling. The feeling of deep consciousness returns you back home. Another day, another journey, another moment of evolution gifted. With each ring, something inside you calls a remembering. You begin to walk barefoot on ancient stone. The path leads you through the sacred streets of Nepal. Meeting the golden stupa, hearing the hum of Om Mani Padme Hum vibrating through the air. The scent of mugwort and sandalwood swirling through the air, kissing the hairs in your nose. The air is crisp, lamps are flickering, and the hum of prayers are filling each of your steps. You see monks in deep maroon robes passing by, Tibetans with prayer beads around their necks, travelers seeking stillness, all moving together in a quiet rhythm, 3 times around the stupa. Prayer beads slipping effortlessly between hands, a quiet devotion living in each of their eyes, the kind that has existed for centuries. You approach a local elderly woman sitting at her shop front, wrapped in flowing robes, eyes ancient and ever so kind, holding the eternal wisdom of life. You are met with the magnetism of her eyes, open, offering the warmest hug in her gaze. Her gaze a gateway, a portal into something ineffable. The light in her eyes ignites the light in yours, and suddenly you are no longer separate. A wave of warmth floods your being. Your soul activates, expanding beyond time, beyond yourself. And you're pulled into the heart of the universe, where you arrive at the heart of Buddha. She offers you a small cup of masala chai. You wrap your fingers around it, feeling the warmth seep into your skin, anchoring you here in this moment. The rich aroma of cinnamon, the spices kiss your lips. The first sip, velvety, spiced, and sweet. She smiles, knowing that you've now received exactly what you needed. And you keep walking with a soul that has now been touched by the infinite. Each breath you take, you begin absorbing the heart of Nepal. Every interaction, the infectious smiles of the local Nepalese fills your spirit with joy, with connection, and with love. Nepal's spirit is in the mountains, in the rivers, in the people, She's a land of deep reverence, a place where the veil between the seen and unseen is thin.
Imagine now that you are walking up a meandering trail through dense, lush jungle. You're in the Himalayan mountains on the second day of a trek. You can hear the birds calling as they go about their important midday business. It's still humid at this elevation, and you notice that your skin is in contact with the air, and it's comforting. As you take each step, you see your feet and you notice your footwear as you walk along a dirt path, up and over some large tree roots, and you take a slow, deep breath in. You are walking with a group of new friends, all walking quietly and in one flowing line like a snake. You feel a deep presence and peace across the whole group. Everyone is in their own blissful experience. You're on the side of a steep mountain and you see some Sherpas walking down towards the group, carrying baskets on their backs. They say namaste and smile ear to ear, the whites of their eyes glowing with happiness. And everyone in your group sings out their own version of namaste, reflecting their own energy. As these Sherpas walk past you, you look off to the side and you see a pocket of sky through the canopy where the red flowers of the rhododendron tree meet the blue sky and the rich green of the thick tree leaves. After a while, hiking under the cover of the jungle, your mind has wound down to become uncommonly quiet. You feel very inwardly focused, reflecting on your life below the surface. In this space, you can hear the whispers of your soul. You appreciate the way that you show up in life and begin to see with loving acceptance the parts of you that you may like to shift to become even more aligned with your heart. You hear the head Sherpa of your group up ahead call out, "Get ready," as he moves up a steep incline of steps and looks back with a big cheeky grin. You walk through a gateway of trees into a clearing. You have risen out of the jungle, and suddenly you are faced with the most breathtaking view of your life. A panorama of majestic giants, the skyscrapers of Mother Earth, the Himalayas. Stunned and speechless, you look around to see your friends' faces. Their jaws are dropped too, their eyes wide open, expressing complete and utter disbelief. You see Mount Annapurna ahead, right in front of you, a gigantic mound of rock. All of these spines and ridges rising up to a snow-capped peak. It's so close, it's almost as if you could touch it. You see the different shades of color, browns and oranges within this rock face as the sunlight hits it and illuminates different sides of its faces. You scan slowly across these peaks and take in this unbelievable sight, a dream come true, shared with your tribe, a moment you will cherish for life. You get chills up your spine and your heart smiles open, and you feel a transmission from these mountains like they are speaking directly to you. You feel accomplished because you've hiked for 2 days to receive this, and you're not done yet. In the face of these mountains, you feel seen. You feel raw and exposed and sense an unparalleled freedom to be yourself in the world. The light of your heart shines like a beacon, and you become even more magnetic. From this challenging hike, and for hearing the call to the wild, you've been initiated by the spirits here. And now you feel an important piece within the tapestry of life, interconnected through this ancient space. The energy moves through the air now. It comes to you and it awakens your full power as a human being. You become more activated, more open, more free. As your group walks towards a gorgeous little tea house, prayer flags streaming down from the roof, blowing gently in the wind, you can hear the cowbells of a herd of yak foraging just up ahead. As your friends are heading into the tea house to sit down for a nice honey lemon tea, you feel the call to move off to the side of the mountain to sit quietly alone. You close your eyes and you feel Mother Earth coming up to meet you. As you allow a soft breath in, you soften your pelvic floor now. You spread your roots down into the dirt, into the rock, and you feel her below you. You feel held like you're home. You immerse in this connection. And ultimately, you feel this security. You are innately provided for. And then you feel something arising from within your own heart. It's your reason for being here on earth. You take a deep breath in and become lit up with purpose. You are confident and connected to your heart. As you move through the next few days, you hike these mountains whilst basking in this new state of being, of feeling and thinking as a heightened version of yourself.
And as the days go by, you find yourself in a quiet village where the air is thick with the scent of earth after a well-awaited rain. Time moves differently here. Before you, a woman kneels beside her children. She does not rush. She does not force. She simply is. Hearing the children's laughter off in the distance, filling your heart with play, joy, and connection. The gentle presence in the grand unfolding of life unfolds. You watch as she moves, her hands steady, her breath unhurried, her smile encapsulating an entire world. No urgency, just trust. Trust in the land beneath her, trust in the sky above, trust in the sacred rhythm that holds it all. And as you breathe, you feel it too. Nepal does not hurry. She moves with grace. with reverence and an unshakable faith in the unseen hands guiding in each moment. And so you too begin to surrender. You soften. You let life begin to move through you. You sit, hands resting on your lap, with your heart wide open, breathing in the stillness, the devotion, the magic of a land that has been calling. And as you exhale, let it integrate. Let Nepal's wisdom settle into your bones. You are here. You are ready. And you're already walking the path meant for you. So just taking a moment to take this transmission with you, you can slowly begin to come back into the space. Thanking Nepal for this transmission today. You can slowly begin to open your eyes when you're ready. You can come back. Welcome home. Love for you to pop into the chat just one word that you're feeling after that journey.
And Michael, welcome, brother. Pop in the chat where you're heading when you're tuning in from. Where are you in the world? You can jump off blindfold mode. That'd be epic too, but no stress if you can't.
Oh, positive.
So as these come through, transition into more of the logistics side and the words around this experience and what we're offering here. And as you can see, like why we love Nepal, and I think a big part of this is cool, intrigued. A big part of this is because Nepal, we're not bringing people here because it's a cool place to come to. It is, but we're bringing people here because it's done something to us. We have experienced this through Nepal, and that's why it's a transmission from us. Like it called us in, you know the story probably. It pulled us in, it pulled us together, and then now we're here offering trips to people as a couple with beautiful Pasang Sherpa, who's like family to us. He's a brother of ours. So you basically come into a family as opposed to going on a trip with other people that just think this is a cool place to explore. So we have a relationship with this place, and that's why we show up here repeatedly, and we love it so much. So I think it'd be cool to just speak briefly about the skill level required for a hike in the Himalayas because it might surprise you. And I'm going to offload that question actually to Demi because she's got a good experience around it. What's the skill level required for this hike?
0. So when I came to Nepal, I thought I was going to India, and I got told I was going to be doing a hike, but I'd not done a hike before. So I had done Mount Warning was a little bit of a hike, but just like the little hikes. And it had been a very long time since I had done any exercise other than yoga. And when I came, I hiked that mountain and it was fine. The only thing that I learnt was how to breathe. And had I of done a few hikes beforehand, I would have learnt to breathe beforehand. So my experience would have been even better. But basically, everyone that's coming on our trip so far, so we've got a beautiful little tribe of family that are already coming. They know each other and have journeyed as well. And there's a few new people, and no one's really a hiker. So we're all in this together, and it's just meeting all of the parts of ourselves and going on a journey together. Yeah.
Yeah, well said. I wasn't expecting 0, but yeah, I like that. It was. She'd done nothing, and she told me when she arrived. I'd given her training conditions, and we spoke about breathing, but it didn't happen. And it showed us what's possible. So it's achievable for anyone. It's an achievable challenge, and through that challenge, you get such a sense of achievement.
Yeah.
And yeah, currently in the group chat with the other guys, we're going through like a weekly hike. So we're sort of training together. It's soft guidance around how much to do, what to do. So everyone's going to be at a confident level of fitness so they can get out there and enjoy it more. Because if you're suffering with the breath, you can get through it, but you won't be able to look around as much.
Mm.
Anything's possible, you can do anything, but it's more about how present can you be, how slow can you go?
And in saying that, we move very slow.
Very slow.
We move very slow because they like to take us up the mountain, the altitude slowly so that everyone is okay.
Yeah,
And we do stops in between, and it's just really nice because we hike for a while, then we get to experience what's around us, and you go through your own experience and inner challenge and all the things on different days, and it's a whole journey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Regarding elevation, we get to the maximum at high camp of 3,500 meters of elevation, which is just scratching the surface of like altitude realms. It's very rare for anyone to have problems or any complications at that altitude. The only people that do are ones that don't go with guides because they go too fast. So no one's had problems in our groups. And no, yeah, that's the reason we chose this hike is because it's accessible for anyone without training. It's actually considered an acclimatization hike. So people do it before doing Everest Base Camp or something. So super accessible in that realm.
We also chose this hike because it's sort of like a childhood adventure. Don't you think?
Yeah,
It's like
has
you
everything.
go through the jungle and then you go through like a little bit of stairs and then you go through I won't spoil it in case you ever
You'd be
come.
surprised the jungle. I mean, same
Yeah.
with Chitwan at the end of the trip, the last 2 days. Like you're in dense jungle watching, looking for, well, we're seeing lots of rhinos and trying to spot tigers. You can't believe you're in Nepal. They've got
Yeah.
everything here. It's incredible.
Yeah. This place is like, and I guess we wanted to give you a transmission of it today. There is so much more deeper and so much more on offer here than you would ever think. So every single day we're experiencing something new and different, and it's also magical. And so, yeah, it's just a place that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
We really love it.
it's a whole
Yeah.
world of its own. In terms of traveling here, like solo or the risk and stuff, the one thing I can say is that my mum is currently here, 67 years old, conservative Karen, and and she's loving it, feels so safe and supported and held. She's when I went up staying together, it was serendipitous that she was here at the same time as us. That's Nepal doing its magic. And so she's like, yeah, this place is just super welcoming, super safe. Yeah. And you will be with us the entire time. It's just getting from the airport, which we will organize. So yeah, it's almost too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we came here the first time, just to give you a little background, we did the hike and did the tea houses, and then we journeyed through Nepal. And then we came back a second time to evolve the trip. And so we found like the most incredible accommodations
True.
and incredible um, places that offer like the safaris and things. And so for us, we
Hospitality.
think the hospitality is incredible. Um, yeah, we've really taken it to what we think could be the
Yeah.
best trip.
It took me 3 times here, Demi 2 times, to find this accommodation and these guys that have a group of accommodations. And it's, well, guys, it's a hotel. It's phenomenal. The
Hmm.
best hospitality and culture within the businesses and the places, and like 5-star accommodation everywhere. And we journey through a few different ones and move around. So yeah, that's good. And the food's incredible, right?
Mm,
Like you
so
wouldn't
good.
you wouldn't expect that it's so much Western, like good Western food, but also I love tucking into a dal bhat with my hands.
Mhm. Yeah, this place is
I eat
epic.
with my hands at home though, so I'm
Yeah.
different. Um, so we talked about Pasang. So Pasang Sherpa and his business, they've been running groups here for 35 years and are the top tier expert guides in the Himalayas. They're Sherpas, they're from the Solu Khumbu region, just under Everest, born there, moved to Kathmandu, run these trips for Swiss, German, and American groups. Their first Aussie group was the last one that we ran, and they said it was their favorite group, favorite trek ever.
Everyone loves Australians. We go anywhere and they're like, this was like the best thing ever in Egypt. We loved you the most.
Yep.
I'm like, are you just saying that? No.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Of course we are. We're Australian. We're amazing. Um, just say.
And checks.
And chicks. Yeah. Oh, and Leslie, an American. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, what about the school? Can you share anything about the
Oh,
school?
school. School just pulled us in. That's a big story, and then we've written lots of emails around that. But I guess what we do with the school. We're going to go visit a village school up in Astam. It's an hour from Pokhara where we are now. And we go and we get welcomed in there. They might even have an assembly for us. And we donate funds there to help them because they don't get funding from the government because they don't have enough kids. So then they don't have enough resources for kids to want to go to school. So it's this negative loop cycle. So by us going there, supporting them, we give them funds for play equipment last time. We may give funds for teachers and other things they need that encourages kids. They want to go to school here, but they just don't. There's like temptation to not if there's nothing happening for them. So we go there, we get to go and play. Like we don't do hard things with them. We go and play and play games like soccer. Last time people were teaching them to dance, like TikTok dances or whatever. Basketball, we're drawing, teaching them like hand games, like handshakes and stuff. So yeah, world's our oyster there, but they are just such a beautiful community. Their smiles, their eyes, everything just emanates presence and love and such deep appreciation for us. It was the highlight of the trip last time, as is always connection, right? Yeah.
Mm,
And I guess like the essence of what we do here and our intention is to offer you the deepest transformation and transmission as we can in the shortest space of time. So it's more than a trip. You got a travel adventure that's bucket list, unforgettable. Under that, we got personal transformation. That's what's happened to us, and that's what we hold space for as coaches and mentors and whatever, running lots of retreats, right? Um, so within that, you get basically 11 days of coaching. And we do meditations, workshops, and just hot seat stuff to see whatever's coming up for us. So it's held in a safe space. It's facilitated like a retreat is, but it's also a travel journey. It's like the conscious Kentucky is the little tagline that I've been using. Um, so yeah, it's a big investment in yourself. And in return for that, you come home completely a new person, opening a new chapter in your life and able to move through the
mm,
presence here, right? That's a big thing we noticed this time. This place is
yeah.
so present. The old you just doesn't exist. So you
Mm,
get a time to be embodied as the new you and then create your reality moving forwards from the present
yeah.
instead of creating it from the lens of the past.
And I think the most important thing that I've come to find about these trips and why I travel, I got to this place where I was like, I'm not going to do solo travel anymore. Like it was good for a while, but the whole point of this is that we've now connected a group of people who are all on the same journey of wanting to experience more and be around good people and move with their heart and, connect with the world and travel not just to see something, but to experience a place and the fullness of the place. And so when you're connected in with those people for 11 days, it's like making friends as an adult is hard enough, finding your right people. But when you're immersed in this journey together and you experience a life changing trip with these people, they become your family forever. And then their networks and your networks begin to connect. And then it ripples out. And so your opportunities in your life begin to expand further and further because, your network is your net worth. And so the opportunities open up for you when you're around the right people. So there's a million things that we could say about this trip.
Yeah,
However,
we love it.
I'm going to leave it
Yeah,
for
we're
now.
obviously passionate about it.
Yeah, we're really passionate about
It's
it.
the way to do life. It's the way to do transformation. Get a retreat as well as going in, moving through a whole heap and coming out the other end like a wormhole.
With a new, like, connection of friends.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's cool.
mastermind, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah. And it's held in that way. The last thing is people often say to me, but how do you know like the right people or whatever? The right people get called in, and that's why we're all here right now. And that's why we just open it up as an invitation. We don't force people in. And two, like things are facilitated in there. We help to guide the group and keep coherence within the group. So any sticky bits can get cleared out. And that's our
Mm,
job. And that's our duty to you. Yeah.
yeah, cool.
So,
Any questions?
any questions?
Anything
I
stirring
guess last
inside?
thing, let's
Oh,
let's open it up. So there was an early bird special that we did for a while, and because you guys are on this call, we'd love to offer you that early bird special. Um, if you guys want to book in or put a deposit down within the next 7 days, that way we can fill this up and we can know who the family is and they'll start training for it.
cool.
Yeah.
Any,
Any
any
questions?
questions?
I hope so.
I feel like we answered a lot, a lot. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually you answered quite a few of my questions, but I guess maybe one to start off with is, so how many people will be in the group all up? Like how many are you targeting?
Yeah.
Including us, it's maximum 13 people. So it'll be 11
Hmm.
in the crew.
Okay.
And then we got, when we're going up the mountains, we got a Sherpa team as well. So then there's Pasang Sherpa and then 5 of his crew.
Okay, cool.
We found that's a nice number. Any less than that, like I took 8 or 9 last time, and you want a few more people so there's a nice dynamic and flow and these little pockets can happen and you move around
Mm,
in space because there's a bit of time together and there's a lot of
yeah.
dynamism and we all add so much. Each person adds their whole flavor to the group.
And I find too that you'll connect with one person each day, usually on these trips deeper. So when you've got enough people for the amount of days, magic happens, right? So we run a trip in Egypt, and that trip is bigger. And by the time the trip ends, you've only just gotten around to get it to know everyone
Yep.
because we're doing so much and we're moving through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And different, you're all different mirrors to each other. So you'll have puzzle pieces for each other, and it'll come in at the perfect time in your journey. And it just is this synergy of energy that's just filled with magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions?
Does anyone else have any questions or?
No.
I mean, I guess my other questions are probably more sort of practical ones in terms of, like you mentioned that like you're helping the group with sort of training and preparation, in terms of, because for myself this would be my first hike as well, so completely novice in that kind of space. So would you be able to sort of provide guidance on sort of equipment, even down to sort of like the right sort of hiking shoes or boots kind of thing to prepare for this? Because I appreciate that they're the sort of things that if you sign up, you should probably be not buying on the day that you're arriving, that you should be using that sort of thing in the lead up. So yeah, are they sorts of things, and like packing lists, that kind of thing? Because like I said, I've never sort of done hikes before, so I'd be keen for guidance on that sort of thing.
Yep, for sure. I've been taking
Okay, cool.
people into the mountains in Kosciuszko for 3 years now. Most of them non-hikers, more like spiritual kind of people that want to go out there. And yeah, giving everyone a lot of very confident guidance as to how to get out there. We should send you across the gear list regardless. We've already got a gear list, talks about weather, packing, and everything you need. For the hike, it's actually pretty easy because you just carry a very light backpack and you can bring some poles and just have some hiking boots. I went barefoot for a day. I had sandals for another day. It's not as you would expect it being like really like hardcore.
Mm.
It's just a trail and it's like lots of steps in different areas. But yes, we'll give you plenty of guidance on all of that, and go over and above if you want to be there to make sure you feel confident and comfortable with everything. One thing about boots is often boots now can be pretty well broken in beforehand. But
Yeah,
you do want to try them. Yeah, yours were fine.
mine were fine. I bought them like on my way over and I had no idea what I was signed up for.
Yeah,
And like they were the comfiest things ever.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're really good. So I could send you the ones that I
Whereas
got.
I bought really expensive, nice Salomon hiking boots for my last winter hike, and I broke them in a couple of times and was getting blisters. I'm like, what's going on? Took them out into the mountains. Terrible blisters the whole time. It was a nightmare. So yeah, it is good to try
Okay.
them beforehand and just get a feel for them. I bought them online though, so that was my fate, my destiny there.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks for your questions, Cara.
Cool.
Anyone else? You got any questions?
No questions. No questions from me. Cool.
That's about it then.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much for being here,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah. We hope that you got everything that you needed. And if you have any questions, be sure to send us a message. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Reach out, have a chat. We're human, we're gentle. We're just keen to see who else wants to come and journey with us out there. 'Cause it's such a transformational, beautiful space. And it's a great time of the year to do it too.
Yeah, perfect time of the year. March is around about that time where you've had New Year and you've like set this new year up, and then, things haven't fully been going to plan. And it's like that point, that tipping point where you're starting to go, things need to change. And so we find that March is a good time to be like, okay, well, let's change. Let's do something different.
Yeah.
So,
It's it's true for us right now, what we've realized, but it's also I realized true for the last group. This place is amazing for when we're going through a transition,
yeah.
stepping into a new phase, a new chapter. As I said before, to not enter that chapter from the past, but being present, awakening your heart in the place of love and presence to then move forwards.
Mm,
Everyone in the last group was at a transition point in their life. Doesn't mean you have to be, but it means it just really is an amazing recalibrator as to where you want to go, what's important in your life,
mm,
and just making the most of life too, right? We're here to live fully. That's a big thing that I promote within my life. Live fully, don't have any regrets.
yeah. Cool.
Amazing. All right,
Amazing.
we'll finish it.
All right. Thank you for being here.
We finish
Hello.
it. I just figured out how to start it up.
Oh
Oh,
man, how are you?
No. I was listening to. I was just Kate. I was just wanted to ask you if you can send me some more info on the email what I've sent you about your 11 days thing. I
Sure.
know nothing. So you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. You jumped on the wagon just
we'll send
recently,
you
yeah.
the replay of this call that you
Yeah.
can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No. I catch quite a lot of big chunk of it, but I couldn't figure out the camera and stuff. It was somehow
Good on you.
glitching.
I've been there too recently. I'm new to Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, bro,
No
no worries. I
worries.
will send that through. Thank you. It's good to see
Awesome.
you,
Thank you
man.
so much. Thank you. Sweet. You look good, guys.
You too, man. I like the hair.
Yeah. Have a good one. We change. We exchange the hair.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Sweet. Sweet. Enjoy, guys. I'm
All right.
All
leaving.
Thank
right.
See
you.
ya.
See ya.
See you, bro. All right, fam.
Thanks for
Thanks
being
so
here.
much. Go out there and shine bright.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Chat soon.
Bye.
Peace.